This is footage from the scene of explosions that went off early Wednesday in the city of Taiyuan in central China, leaving one person dead and at least 8 others injured. Chinese authorities say that the series of blasts occurred in front of a Communist Party building and were the result of homemade bombs. WSJ's Josh Chin writes that though homemade explosives are sometimes used in crimes and revenge attacks in China, those detonated in Wednesday's attack seemed more sophisticated. Authorities have yet to identify suspects or speculate on possible motivations. The incident comes just a week after a fatal car crash in Tiananmen Square that officials are calling a terrorist attack. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is racking up the frequent flyer miles on his overseas tour, taking shuttle diplomacy to dignitaries in Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. In Cairo on Sunday, Kerry sat down with top officials. He reaffirmed Washington's commitment to Egypt as an ally, after the U.S. suspended some aid following the country's military coup to oust former President Mohamed Morsi. On Monday, Kerry was in Riyadh, telling King Abdullah how vital Saudi Arabia is to Middle East peace.
The Saudis are really the sort of senior player, if you will, within the Arab world.
In Warsaw, Poland on Tuesday, Kerry met with foreign and defense ministers and said that the U.S. would proceed with its missile defense plans for Europe to better protect against a hypothetical Iranian attack.
Poland is a very important part of the European phased adaptive approach on NATO missile defense.
Kerry's message had another intended recipient, however. The U.S. wants to keep Iran on its toes during negotiations over the future of its nuclear program. On Wednesday, Kerry met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem.
I'm concerned about their progress.
Netanyahu wants to make sure that America stands firm against Iranian nuclear ambitions. Kerry, for his part, took a hard line on the negotiations.
No deal is better than a bad deal. We will not make a bad deal.
Also on Wednesday, Kerry sat down with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in Bethlehem, announcing $75 million in U.S. aid in an effort to boost Palestinian public support for a peace deal with Israel.
We are determined to try to bring lasting peace to the people of this region.
Still on the itinerary for Kerry, Jordan, the United Arab Emirates, and Morocco, and presumably a lot more salesmanship of American foreign policy. This is the Foreign Bureau, WSJ's Global News Update.